Welcome back, YouTube. I guess today we're going to finish up this toolbox tour, or my toolboxes in general. So last video it was the roll cart. Right, we're going to start with this Craftsman right here. Got it locked up. Probably help if I unlock it. Right. First drawer, kind of empty. I had they've been loaned out to my dad. I got some Mac tools, trim tools, like the Master Trim Tool set. That usually goes right there. But anyway, got RBRT bits from 4mm to 10mm and 1/8 to 3/8. And I got the receipt. Look at that. I don't know if you guys are into like doing any body repair stuff, but this was the best kit that I could find for the money without paying a bunch of money. This is the gear wrench set. You get your dollies, excuse me. Get your dollies, and I think you get a round face hammer. I'm not sure what degree it is, but it's not all the way flat. They call it a round face. And then this is a flat face. Flat face. Anyway, moving on. A lot of people probably have this tool right here if you're in the automotive industry. TPMS tool for resetting or cloning your TPMSs. But anyway, fuel pressure tester for GM and Fords. It's old school, and I gotta get a new gauge for it because the gauge is screwed up. All my tools have been well used. Uh-oh, Icon. I guess I can't be a professional mechanic with Icon. I must be a hack. I don't know, I wanted to try the Icon stuff, and I don't have any T-handles or Allen T's, so I figured I'd try the Icon stuff. They don't feel bad in the hand. I guess if I break one, I take the whole set back, because they don't have the individual ones hanging on the shelf at Harbor Freight, and there's no part numbers anywhere, so I don't know how you would identify it. So I guess you just take the whole kit back if you break one. But I don't think you're going to break this anyway. I mean, this is not something that you're going to break. You know, if I'm going to put a lot of torque on it, I'm just going to grab an Allen bit socket and a ratchet. But I got some hose picks back here. I bought a set of these. I keep a couple in my roll cart and a couple on the truck, but this is the rest of the set right here. And then I got some brazing tips back there for a torch. I told you guys I could work metal and fabricate, and this is kind of like my clamp. This is my clamp down drawer. Anytime I need to clamp a piece of metal, I go to this drawer. So that's that drawer. this is self-explanatory. This ain't really nothing to look at. I got some pickle forks for doing tie rod ends, stuff like that. They're made by OTC. Nothing in this drawer. Safety glasses or whatnot. Of course, y'all have seen that tool on my other toolbox tour videos, or actually my big ratchet video. But I got some hoses in here, or lines made up for testing hydraulics, various different sizes, and I just screw what gauge I need on the end of the hydraulic line, and that way I could do hydraulic testing. I got a 30-ton ram down there. I got a foot control for the 30-ton ram, the hose for the 30-ton ram, and this stuff right here is for like I work on machines that have electronics that go from the machine to hydraulic functions to operate spreader bars and stuff. And we have like a 20-foot over the mast cable, or communication cable, that goes to the attachment. And when the cable gets screwed up, I got 10-foot sections in here. That way I can jump it if I need to jump it, just to get the machine to move, or to work the spreader or whatever. But I made that up myself. The Automotive tool is the complete kit for my Automotive scan tool. I think I got I don't have the Ultra. I got the Elite, I think. Automotive Elite. I can't think of what it is, but let me get it. I should open up the case and show you, but you've probably seen it on other YouTube videos. Yeah, the Automotive, the Maxi System Elite. I just keep it up here, and I got y'all seen that already. But anyway, moving on. Just keep some gasket material in here and some directions that I got with some tools, the manual, stuff like that. This was a clipboard that I used to carry in the service truck when I was a road mechanic. This is kind of like my welding hood, welding supply drawer, complete kit to rebuild my Jackson helmets, my lens kit, some tungsten for the TIG, some MIG, 045 MIG tips, got some batteries in there. Anyway, moving on. I don't know, catch-all drawer. Some little plastic push pin tools for fender liners. This is basically for my car. A bearing puller. Some plastic rivet tool. They're El Cheapo. I think I got them on Amazon when I bought the push pin connectors for the fender liners and stuff. I think that come with the kit. Some wire or grinding wheels and some flat wheels, and that's all self-explanatory. Thermal imager, snap-on thermal imager, that was expensive. 9-inch grinder when I got to do a bunch of grinding, minus this don't really belong in there. But Got some knee pads, my 9-inch grinder, 9-inch grinding wheels. There's a 9-inch cutting wheel in there that goes on that grinder. 4.5-inch grinder down there, electric. When I gotta go to the 120 stuff, I'll go to the 120, but most of the time, if I'm doing some quick grinding, I'll just use the cordless stuff. But this is a cable for a welder, or a ground cable for a welder. I just keep it in there. I ain't really just throw it in there. Anyway, all right, this is my gang box. This is a rigging box. Basically, I got this box set up for rigging engines, hydraulic cylinders, whatever I need to pick up something heavy. This case right here. All right, that's how I got to do it. That's how I got to pull it out. Move this stuff out the way. I've had this set for a long time too. But this is my 10-ton body porter power kit. It's been used a lot. I've used it for all kinds of situations, but it's not the cheap kind. It's made by Porter Power or Black Hawk. I think I spent, I'm not sure what I spent on it. I think it was like $400 or $500 at the time when I bought it. They're probably a lot more expensive now, but this is a tool I can't live without in the heavy equipment world, or even the automotive world for that, because I've used it. I've put cars on lifts, and I've used this thing with the car on the lift with all these attachments, and jacked the motor up one side to change a motor mount. I've bent steel, straightened steel with this. You could tell I've had a torch on that, or whatever I was pushing on was hot because the paint's gone off of it. This has been a good tool, and I've had it many years. As you could tell, the case has come apart, and I took some wire and tried to wire the case back together. The case could have been a little better because it is plastic. I don't think much of plastic. But we look down here. I got cargo straps, ratchet straps. I got shackles. I got chain in that bucket, all sorts of length chain, different size chain. I'll tell you what, if you want a good set of battery cables, make your own battery cables. I think this is 2-aught welding lead with 800 amp associated clamps. These are 25 foot long. I got a engine leveler down there. Let's see here. I got a bunch of straps of various sizes. Like if I need lifting eyes, I got lifting eyes right here. All kind of lifting eyes and hooks, different sizes. There's a chainsaw. There's an 18-inch chainsaw, Craftsman chainsaw down there. I use to cut up 12 by 12 oak blocks, or any kind of oak blocks, really. 6 by 6s. I got a come along right here, a 1.5 ton come along with 15 foot long chain on it. Got an aviation strap. There you go. Got a pretty good size puller right there. There is a spanner wrench in there, a massive spanner wrench. I don't want to have to dig out for doing big ass hydraulic cylinders. But, there's probably, I got some stuff down in there, some specialty stuff that I've built over the years to pull stuff apart, but I don't want to have to dig it all out. And that's how it goes in there. And then I barely get it closed. It's always I think I gotta push it to one side, or push this to one side. Get it in there. Then we'll go to the my locker. I usually keep water up here. All this, I like Fiji water, so I keep all this as water. Instead of cracking open big manuals and stuff, I've taken manuals and made copies. The parts that are important to me, the stuff that basically goes wrong with the equipment, the most common stuff, I'll take pieces of the manual and I'll make my own manuals, and that helps me repair it quicker because I kind of know where it's at. But of course, you got to have some utensils. I don't bring no bowls, I don't bring no spoons to work unless it's paper plates, and I don't wash no dishes, so at least not at work. My salt and pepper. This is the best hand cleaner, guys. The best hand cleaner, in my opinion, is the Mac Tools hand cleaner, the industrial hand cleaner. It's expensive, but it gets your hands clean. It is a water-based hand cleaner, so you need to use a little water with it to activate it. But your hands are clean after using it. I've used all different. I've used the Snap-on. I've used the Gojo, and this stuff is the best. And that's why I have it. And right here, I'm mounted to my locker. When it's empty, a new one goes on. Let's see here. I mounted this in here. I think this come off of a desk or something, but I got Snap-on just some manuals down there. I know I got a Cornwell manual down there, a Snap-on manual, a Mac. I got my Harley manual down there. Some cold weather gear, some toboggans, stuff like that. Welding rods, air arc rods, some more welding rods. My car, these are my Carhartt coveralls, non-insulated, and I got Carhartt rain gear down there. That's the best rain gear to wear if you're working out in the field, because the cheap rain gear rips. The Carhartt rain gear don't rip. It costs $100 for that rain gear, probably more now, but it lasts. Go to the bottom. I got some more insulated coveralls. I got a pin burner down there. My gouger is down there, my arc gouger, whatever you want to call it, air arc rig. I got to dig it out. But here's a Harbor Freight wheel. I got a bunch of mess. Down there. But it's a cheap Chinese knockoff. It's a copy of an Air Arc model, K4000, but it works good. I got a pin. That's my pin burner right there. I got a pin burner. If you guys know what a pin burner is, you can look it up. Look up Slice. I think it's made by Arc Air. Just put in Arc Air pin burner or Slice tool, and you guys can get a picture of it. I don't want to dig it out. I got my Milwaukee skill saw. That's just an empty case. I got my fall protection, some warm weather gear, Carhartt jacket, jacket for welding. That's pretty much it. Some locks and some keys for some equipment. A little relay diagram of the Tyco trucks. Anyway, that's it, man. That's my toolbox tour. There's one thing I wanted to talk about, this roll cart right here. this roll cart, I forgot to mention, I was pushing this thing around the shop and outside, and I was hitting some pretty good off camera, like, this ain't really off camera, but the transition from the shop to the concrete, there was always a lip, and I would hit like potholes and stuff like that, and it was just rough pushing it across the yard. And what ended up happening was this started to bend. It started to bend right here, and the wheel started to bend, and it really wasn't. It was the frame itself was just weak, and the leg started to bend out. This leg started to bend, and this started to buckle. So what I had to do, I had to come in with a 3/8 steel plate, and I bolted a 3/8 steel plate to the bottom of it, pounded it all back out, and put some longer bolts in, straighten everything up. Because these Harbor Freight boxes ain't meant to hold weight. So I just keep repairing it and keep getting up. And another thing is about these Craftsman boxes. This Craftsman box, it might say Pro Series, but this thing is not made for professional use. Just rolling this thing around, and with the weight I got in it, rolling it up back and forth on the trailer and stuff like that. This wheel right here is bent in. It's bent in, and it is buckled under there. The frame is buckled. So I just want to let you guys know, if you're in the professional line of work like I am, just because I have a U.S. General and I have a Craftsman, these boxes are not going to last you a lifetime. They'll last you a lifetime if you want to repair them, because I'm just going to keep repairing them, and I'll keep getting up. But if you want something that's going to last you, you need to buy a Snap-on. You need to buy a Mac or a Cornwell, a professional grade box, and go ahead and spend the money. Now, when it comes to this locker right here, this locker is not a professional grade locker neither. It's made by Rimline, and Rimline don't even make this locker no more. But I'm going to finish my career out of it, because I'm going to keep pounding it out, and I built a frame out of 1/4 inch angle, or 1/4 inch thick by 3-inch angle, and put some heavy duty wheels on it. So it's going to last me. And I stiffen I put a plate in there to stiffen the bottom up. So I don't know, it's just a rant I got on quality. Like this locker right here, I didn't pay nothing for this locker, but it's gonna, it's gonna finish my career up. This is old thin metal, and I had to, the guy I got it from, I didn't pay no money for it, but I had to put screws, sheet metal screws all in it to hold the shelves in, because the shelves were going to fall out, and they didn't want to hold the weight. And, it's a little tweaked out. I had to use the body hammer kit to pound out the dents. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll do it again. Thank you.